Hi, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mr. Dr. Chandran. My name is Nurul Atika binti Osmena, and today I will present my assignment for EFDO 2214 Educational Planning and Management. The title of my presentation is Monitoring and Evaluation Framework for Curriculum Implementations at SMK Damai. So this presentation is focuses on how SMK Damai can use monitoring and evaluations or M&E to improve teaching quality, student engagement, and academic performance. Okay, for this presentation, I focus on a simple but practical M&E, practical M&E framework for curriculum implementations at SMK Damai. So the framework is based on the three main ideas, which is the first one is clear goals, evidence-based data, and continuous improvement. So this means the school should not only plan the curriculum, but also collect evidence, analyze progress, and take action when improvement is needed. Why SMK Damai needs an ME framework? Because it is a large school with about 1,200 students and 80 teachers. In a school this size, it is not enough to assume that teaching and learning are going well. The school needs a systematic way to monitor curriculum delivery and student progress. So this framework helps the school move from assumption to evidence-based decisions. Allows the school leaders to identify learning gaps early, support teachers, and plan suitable interventions. Most importantly, M&E should be not seen as a way to blaming the teachers or student. Instead, it should be used as a support system for improvement accountability and better learning outcomes. Core framework, the monitoring control cycle. The core framework used in this presentation is the monitoring control cycle. This cycles becomes the backbone of SMK Damai's curriculum monitoring system. So there are four main stages in the cycle. The first one is the school needs to set the clear goals. Second, it must measure progress by collecting relevant data. The third, the school compares the actual performance with the planned target. And finally, corrective actions is taken when there are gaps or any problems happen. So for example, if the target is for 80% form 3, student not mastering a mathematics topic, but only 55% achieve it, so the school must take an action immediately. This shows how M&E helps the school to detect the problems yearly. Okay, so the monitoring control cycle gives several benefits to SMK Damai. The first one is it helps to improve performance because teachers and school leaders can see what is working and what needs improvement. Second, it supports better decisions making because decisions are based on data, not assumptions. Third, it helps with yearly detections of problems. For example, if the students are weak in certain topic, teachers can take the action before the final examinations. And lastly, it encourages a continuous improvement. The school can keep reviewing, improving, and repeating the process. For data collections and analysis, SMK Damai should use both quantitative and qualitative evidence. So quantitative data includes examination marks, pentaksiran bilik darjah achievements levels, attendance percentage, numbers of students passing or failing, and syllabus completing rate. So this type of data can help the school measure progress objectively. So qualitative data is also important because number do not tell the whole story. So the schools can collect teachers' reflections, student comments, classroom observations notes, parents' feedback, and panitia meeting minutes. There are three important parts here if you can see in my slide, number one is tools for data collections, such as classroom observation forms, student records, tests, attendance records, and feedback forms. Second is methodologies for data collections, such as observations, documentations, surveys, interviews, and checklists. The third data analysis method. So data analysis method is such as a percentage, trends, comparison, themes, reflections, and feedback analysis. Clear? Oh, okay, sorry. Behind my recording is got collecting data. Sorry guys, you cannot see. So this slide shows the tools and method that can be used in SMK Damai to collect data, to collect and analyze the data. Example of the tools including the classroom observation form, student exercise book checking, PPD records, test and examination result, attendance record, surveys and feedback, panitia meeting minutes and reports. So already I already explained it here. So this is just examples for you to understand more details about the data that we collect and to analyze the data. Okay. So this is important because data collection alone is not enough. Like I said, number cannot tell the whole story. So the school must use the data to make decisions and improve curriculum implementation. Okay. The next slide we move to MAE framework at SMK Damai can be implemented through a clear cycle of planning, evidence, analysis, and improvement. So first, the school should set curriculum goals. For example, teachers should complete the syllabus according to the yearly teaching plan. And then students should improve in PBD, and weaker students should receive yearly intervention. Next, the school collects evidence through lesson observations, lesson plans, exercise books, attendance records, and assessment data. After that, the school can compare the actual results with the planned targets. If the target is not achieved, corrective action must be taken. So, corrective actions can include reteaching, remedial classes, peer learning, differentiated instructions, or teacher coaching. Okay. So the challenge that encounter and strategies to address is the first challenge is the teacher workload lah. So teachers already have many. This is because teachers already have many responsibility. So they may feel that MAE adds more paperwork. So to solve this issue, to prevent this issue, the school should use the simple digital forms and avoid unnecessary documentation. The second challenge is a bias in reporting. Might be it's happened in another school, but some teachers maybe only report positive information because they are afraid of being judged. So to address this issue, the school should be create a supportive culture where monitoring is seen as improvement, not a punishment. Third challenge is weak in following up. So sometimes school collect data but do not act on it. So to prevent this challenge, every report should include an action plan, person in charge, timeline, and expected outcome. The fourth challenge is student diversity. So students have a different abilities, backgrounds, and learning needs. Therefore, the school should use differentiated instructions, mentoring, and target interventions group. The critical point is that M&A only works when finding lead to action, harness discussion, and share responsibility. Okay. So the purpose of M&E is not just improvement. It's for improvement, not just reporting. So first, M&E can improve teaching practices because teachers receive a clear feedback about their strengths, their weaknesses. So this helps them improve lesson planning and teaching strategies. Second, M&E Improve student engagement when teachers understand student needs, they can use a better activity such as group work, quizzes, explorer, discussions, project-based learning, and technology-based learning. Third, MAE can improve in academic performance because when problems are identified early through the PPD or test data, teachers can reteach the topic before students fall further behind. Okay, there are several lesson learned from this framework. First, M&E must be continuous. It should not only happen at the end of the year. The school should monitor progress regularly so that problems can be identified and solved yearly. Second, data must be accurate, relevant, and shared on time. And third, MIE requires teamwork, which means the support from the principal, senior assistant, heads of department, teachers, student, and parents as well should be involved. Okay, for recommendations, SMK Damai should start with a simple M&E framework. The school should set a clear goals, use the relevant tools, analyze data regularly, act quickly, and share findings with the teachers. So, as in the conclusions, monitoring evaluation is important for SMK Damai because it can help the school improve curriculum implementation in a structured way. So more organized, more strategic, more clear. So through the goal planning, uh, through the goal planning, data collection, analysis, reporting, and follow-up action, the school can improve teaching quality, student engagement, and academic performance. Although we might be facing a several challenge, such as bias in reporting, teachers' workload, and then this issue can be addressed through the simple digital tools and transparent communication, teamwork, and supportive school culture. In overall, M&A should be seen as a continuous improvement process that's supposedly to support both teacher and students. Okay. So these are the reference used to support these presentations, including the Malaysia Education Blueprint, the PPD Implementation Guide, and the Week 5 module on monitoring and evaluating learning. Thank you so much for Thank you so much, and this is the end of my presentation. Bye.